All right, so our Newton's laws, advertisement, a commercial, those annoying ads you see on YouTube when you're trying to watch something, definitely not on Disney Plus, but Netflix, Hulu, get rid of all the commercials, get rid of all the ads, but regular TV, even cable TV has commercials, advertisements. You see them on the internet all the time, they pop up. So you're creating one. We're doing a summative assessment a little bit differently. Instead of a regular test, we're looking at how you can demonstrate your understanding of Newton's laws by creating some kind of advertisement. So here's your rubric. You'll notice that comprehension of the law is worth twice the points. So if you meet expectations, you get 8 points for that. And that's what we're really looking at. Newton's laws, you've been introduced to these for years. So we're looking at your comprehension of the laws. And you just pick one of them. You need to include 3 positive impacts of the law, 3 negative impacts of the law. So, and all that means is, what are the benefits? What's the benefit of the first law? What are 3 benefits of the first law? And then what are the negatives? What are the bad things about those 3 laws? And again, relate it to your advertisement. If you're selling skateboards to me, then what there's going to be positive, what there's going to be negative. I don't want to say too much. And then, of course, your creativity and effort. Again, if it looks well thought out, well executed, obviously, you're going to get the full points. If things are incomplete, they're not colorful or shaded, then, we would deduct points there. But this is usually an easy 4 points to score, and it's worth a total of 20 points in the summative category. So here's a little bit more explanation. You may work in pairs or individually. It's up to you. If you want to work with someone from another class of mine, can't be Ms. Grettinger's, would have to be my class. You are welcome to, because we're doing this remotely. So you definitely have an advantage there. You're going to decide which of the 3 laws you would like to advertise or make a commercial of. Please circle or highlight on this paper which law you are. If you're doing the first law, then highlight or circle this. Obviously, you choose first, second, or third law. You're going to decide what kind of advertisement you're going to make. Are you going to make a commercial? This would be a video submission. Are you going to make a display ad, a poster? It doesn't have to be a big, huge poster. It can even be on 8x10 paper. That's completely fine. A mail ad. So that's something that you would find, you would literally get in the mailbox. Sometimes it would be hung up. Those flyers kind of get hung up. If you go into Starbucks, there's a bulletin board that has flyers. You see them on telephone poles. People make little mail ads to put on like for garage sales and stuff. And those are, again, usually regular 8x10 letter size paper. You can make a jingle. You come up with a song, something catchy. It could be a rap, whatever it is. You can then make a video for it. But you do have to provide me, when you submit, you will be providing the lyrics so I can follow along. You can make an infomercial. I'm trying to think of an infomercial like OxyClean, something like that, and go ahead and Google what's an infomercial? Google it, see examples of it, and then you can follow that format. You're literally selling me. An advertisement is trying to sell a product. So you are selling one of Newton's laws to the public, to Ms. Spadafino, to your peers. You can make a movie trailer. Again, there's another video opportunity. And you know what movie trailers are, or like a trailer for a TV show. Radio podcast ad. So if you listen to podcasts, there's ads, there are commercials for those podcasts. Go ahead and do that. If you want to actually have a podcast, about Newton's laws, go for it. That'd be great. And that's what we mean by other. If you come up with an idea that is not here, talk to me about it. I am super open to student ideas. There may be something I did not think of. No, you cannot do a PowerPoint explaining Newton's laws. That is not a commercial. Last time I checked, I don't see commercials or advertisements that are in a PowerPoint. Must include description of the law. So you can have the actual law in your advertisement, in your commercial, but you have to be able to explain it in your own words. Again, the positive impacts. How is the law good? How is it helpful? How is it useful? Again, whatever you're advertising, you want to include those positive impacts and then those negative impacts. So again, if you're selling us the first law, apply it to something. Like I said, it could be skateboarding, it could be drawing, it could be playing an instrument. If you have a podcast and your podcast is about the second law, how do you sell that to your audience? And what are the good, bad things? How is it costly? How is it harmful? Use your talent and creativity. You definitely are talented. You're definitely creative. As much as you go, oh, no, I'm not, sure you are. Everyone has a unique perspective, and it's wonderful to see that. So I want you to go ahead and express in a way that is meaningful to you and is something you have fun with, something that you like. Your poster or flyer. So you probably, if you're going to do this digitally or you do this by hand, make sure it is clean and neat. Use a ruler. You cannot copy and paste images from the internet. It has to be your own images. You can't just copy and paste a bunch of images and put them on a poster and call it good. That's not what this is. That's not why we're giving you 3 weeks to work on this. If you're doing a video or a skits, you're doing something that you're recording, whether, again, it's rehearsed, whether you're doing like a music video of some sort, it should be well rehearsed. Enunciation, meaning your diction is clear. You should be speaking clearly. You don't want to mumble. The space is well used, meaning that your surrounding areas make sense. All movement has a purpose. Appropriate props are used. So if you want to wear wigs, you want to dress up, great. Overall, this should be a minimum of 30 seconds. You don't have to go 5-10 minutes. It just depends. If your podcast ends up being 3 minutes long, great, just as long as it makes sense. You just don't want a bunch of random, what's the word I'm looking for? You don't want to repeat yourself a million times. Try to avoid that and definitely watch it and make those edits. And again, this will be due, if you are in second, third, or fourth periods, this will be due Monday, November 23rd. And if you're in sixth or seventh period, this will be due Tuesday, November 24th.